Salutations, welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays, KSP, the 365-day challenge. So, once again, feeling better than I did yesterday. So, I am a little constrained because I have a lot to do today, so unfortunately I don't have time for that long an episode, but still I want to get some stuff done. Now, I don't really have the time or patience to find us a suitable ejection window for Kosmos 3, and we really have enough probes up. And until Kosmos 3 departs, we don't really have a need for more probes. We might do some more like robotic landers or even rovers. That'd be pretty cool, but I think the rest of Mission Block 2 is going to be, or a lot of the rest of Mission Block 2 is going to be kind of playing catch-up and getting these stations operational and getting all their associated craft, station craft, shuttles, tugs, etc. up there. So today we're launching a fuel pod for our moon space station, and I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but I'm sure something will come to me. Anyway, I think that's it for our mission brief today. I'll see you on the launch pad. Alrighty, and on the launch pad we are. So throttle up, SAS on. And you may remember this launcher, more or less, from a previous video. Used basically the same launcher for our core block, but I've switched over to the stock engines. As much as I love Tantaries, I really need to upgrade to the latest version so that I can get the new Proton, because I love the Proton and I want to use it. I just can't seem to find the time. Anywho, let's kick things off. Boom! There we are, rocketing target. Now, Kerbal Engineer, I've done a little bit of weird staging with this. Basically, the sustainer stage, the core stage, and the S0 boosters are all identical. Same tanks, same mass, same engine. The only difference is that the two boosters to the east and west, left and right, they're at 100%. Their thrust is unmodified; they're at full thrust. But the two boosters, north and south, that is, this side and this side, are at, I believe, 80% thrust, and the center stage is only at 60% thrust. But I'll change that once we get a bit higher. So the trouble is that Kerbal Engineer has not really understood this, so it has not factored that into my delta V. So my delta V calculation is just wrong. It says that at launch I had about 6,000, which should be enough anyway, really. But anyway, we'll be fine. But yes, even with my rising health, I'm still not 100%, but getting there. Anyway, we've hit our mark. We've done our gravity turn. I guess I'll go through staging, just because it's... Did we lose a booster? Oh, wow. Oh, scared myself, but no, it's just in the shadow. But these three are illuminated, and the background is just dark. I thought we had lost it there. I was freaking out. Alright, there go the first two boosters. So we're going to kick this up to about 70%. Dump our and that's us headed to a 98-kilometer apoapsis. Anyway, I think I'll just time accelerate and put a cut here, so I'll meet you at our apoapsis. Alright, and we're still coasting up to our apoapsis. So I want to ditch my fairings. There they go, and I failed to orient properly, but no matter. And throttle up. Now this sustainer stage, which I guess isn't actually a sustainer stage, but our first stage here, will probably run out of fuel halfway through this burn. But, oh, and we got some oscillation. We got some weird oscillation. That's not good. Seem to be holding it together, though. Alright. That weird oscillation seems to have died down, so that's good. We've got this upper stage, it's just a half-length tank and a skipper engine. We're going to do a roll here to heads up. It's unmanned, it's a robotic craft, but just keeping myself busy, I suppose. Oh, freaked out there for a second. I thought I had the wrong docking port on. Oh, that'd be awkward. Get all the way to the moon and find out you had the wrong docking port. Alrighty, and that's close enough. Not really worried about making this a perfect orbit because we're going to the moon presently. Where is it? There it is. Alright, well, I'll set up our maneuver node and get us there, and I'll see you in just a second. Alright, here we are. So, rapidly coming up to our maneuver node, and I've made a discovery, and I'll explain in a bit, but I'm going to actually activate the engines on my payload ahead of time. Oh geez, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Why isn't it there? Okay, there it is. Alright, we missed our time, but here we go. Alright, so the reason I activated those engines early is because I want to leave this second stage on a collision course with the moon, but it doesn't have quite enough delta V. It had like 780 when I began the burn, but I need about 800. I can't even remember what the burn was, but it was over 800. So basically, I'm going to burn through the stage. I'm going to use the RCS. The hypergolic engines on the payload, because they're radial, I don't have to stage in order to use them. So hopefully that will put us on a collision course, and then I can stage and leave that stage on the collision course, and all's well. They're burning through more RCS than I'd like, but we've got plenty. We're going to probably wind up docking with about 200. Give or take. Alright, and stage. Hey! Alright, and let's see if I've bound my my stuff to an action group. I have not. Alright, so I'll just open up these solar panels manually. Oh well. And let's just rotate here. See if I'm missing any like antenna or something I should have. This is a very simple module, so anyway, I'll see you on the day side. Actually, I'll set up maneuvers in the background. Anyway, I'll come back in a sec. Alrighty, so I'm back, and well, I've got some mostly bad news. It appears that I cannot set. Oh, it seems to have fixed itself. Wonderful. I thought I was encountering a bug that I've seen before where I couldn't set maneuver nodes, and when that happens I usually can't wind up saving the game, so that was going to be most unfortunate. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to slow down think a little bit. That'll put us perfect. So we're going to need to flip around. Gonna need to flip out, man. Once more, wrangling the SAS so it doesn't send us flying past where we told it to point. Alright, just a 9 kilometer delta V burn. And I'm going to shut off these engines just because I don't want them using up that RCS when we've got a perfectly good stage up here. So, alright, and just a bit of time acceleration. Close enough. Alright, so that's got us our 60 kilometer-ish orbit. Oh wow, look at that. Very nice. Very, very low inclination. I like it. I like it a lot. So, we'll go over here, set up our maneuver node. So let's just, well, I guess we can. I need to set my iconics level to 0. I always forget to do that. Alright, so get us captured. Alright, we easily have that. See, I knew we had more Delta V than Engineer thought we did. Anyway, I'll cruise up and I'll meet you at our maneuver node. Alright, here we are at 5 minutes out from our maneuver node, but unfortunately we're going to pass into the dark side, so I just wanted to kind of give you a last glimpse of our payload here before we do our maneuver. So, tiny bit of time acceleration. Oh, there's Bill. Poor Bill. He's been trapped on the moon for, well, a while. But never fear, we'll take care of him. We'll make sure he's rescued soon. But right now, even he insists that setting up infrastructure for refining carbonite is of utmost importance. Alright, here's our burn. Goodness. It's a long burn. It's been a while since I've used poodles, really. I mean, I don't dislike the poodle engine. It's just it has so low thrust for what it is. But it gets the job done. Oh, quit your flipping out. Anywho, all right, let's get ourselves over to the day side and figure out what's up. Come on. Ready, steady, sunshine. Alright, so we need to set our target as the core block. Set as target. Oh wow, that's in a much lower orbit than I remembered. Why is it that low? I do not rightly remember. Alright, so we're going to have to make an inclination change here. So we want to burn anti-normal. Alright, close enough. When it's twitching that much, there's just no point in trying to make it sit still. Alright, so we're going to have our SAS point at target. Come on, don't just sail right by it. It's right there. You don't have to go that fast. Alright, we're going to turn just so our panel's getting some sunlight. And I'm going to try and do more or less the rest of this without too many cuts. Whoa! Yeah, see, that's a problem that I have, is I tend to over time accelerate. But coming right up on our maneuver here. Alrighty. We are going to let the SAS take us to our maneuver node, just because I do want the inclination to be quite precise. Alright, well, that's going to have to do. Alright, so now what do we do? Now, first we burn radial, such that this is our periaps. Then we burn retrograde to lower our periaps to match that of the station. Come on. Alright. And point at target again. Yeesh. You don't need that much torque. You just don't. You don't need to go swinging about everywhere. You're not Tarzan. Ugh. Alright, so 6 minutes. We need a 16-second burn, so that'll be 8-second burn. Or we'll start at maneuver node minus 8 seconds. Just a little bit farther here. Alright. Close enough! Right, we can already see it. We're this 58 kilometers away. Tap. It looks like we're slightly unbalanced. I'm not sure how, but no matter. And just all right. That's fine. That'll do. Okay, so now we need to figure out... Okay, so it's ahead of us. Because it's where we are, but it's in a lower orbit, so it's traveling faster. So that means at our periapsis, I'm not sure it's high enough for us to meet it in one orbit. It'll be close. Nope. So the other option is just to... this doesn't seem to be doing too much. Why isn't it updating my... That's weird. Okay, so... That's weird. It's not updating my encounter. Not sure what to make of that. Let's just time accelerate and see what happens. Seems reasonable to me. Okay, well it seems to be going in pretty big increments. I'm gonna just put a cut here, and I'll come back when we're ready to make a move. Alrighty, so we've looped all the way around, done like 3-4 orbits, which is way more than I wanted. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put a node at our apoapsis. It's going to have to be, because we're already past our periapsis. Alright. So that is technically a really good intercept, but it does put our periapsis at 17 kilometers, which I'm okay with, I guess. It's at 1.7. 0.3, there it is. Alright, so we want to swing around. And not swing too much. Alright, and that'll beat our apoapsis. It does concern me a little bit that at how far it puts us, at how close it puts us to the moon, especially on the dark side. But we'll have to deal with it, because that's literally where we need to be. Alrighty. Very careful about getting this exactly right. Alright. What's our encounter? 0.8. That'll do. Bordering on 0.9. Alright, so then we need a maneuver here to slow us down first, but also burn towards the planet, or burn towards the moon, sorry. What's our relative inclination? Ascending node. 0. Okay. Alright, and a little bit more anti-radial. Alright, that looks like it'll null our velocity or thereabouts. So it's about 60 delta V. Alright, so I'm going to flash around over there. And fortunately, it looks like it'll even have some sunlight. Awesome. So I'll see you there. Alright, and here we are sliding into our maneuver. And just a tiny bit of time acceleration just to make that transition to physics range. Alright, and we're going to burn it 6 seconds. And ready, steady, go. Very nice. Relative velocity 0.9 meters per second. Alright, so we're going to gauge SAS, point at the target. Alright, and hopefully I am still recording. Okay, I am. Man, I'm so self-conscious about that. I'm always freaking out that I've gotten it horribly wrong, and I've gone and done all this, and my recording software has been off the whole time. All right, so we're going to point retrograde now. This should bring us up on it fairly quickly. All right, and a tiny bit of time acceleration. Aiming for really under 100 meters, but I'll settle for about 200. Alright, and so we did get our under 100 meter target. All right, and all right, let's head over and let's see if we're gonna get our correct node here. All right, and we're not, but that's okay. There we go. That should be our correct node. All right, and what do I think? I think I want to get slightly closer. It's a bit dangerous, but with my main engine, but you know, that's what I want to do. I want to get to within, say, 50 meters before I decouple, just because the monopropellant is so limited, and also just because I'm carrying fuel, I'm very, very heavy, and so as a result of that, I wind up being able to maneuver very, very slowly. So. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright, well, we've already killed everyone in the station with our exhaust, but, close enough. Alright. Alrighty, so let's, I think we're lined up. Let me see, is that on the far side of the station? It is not. It should be right on top. So we should just be able to line ourselves up. Oh, and we want to be able to control from here. All right, here we are. Very, very nice. All right, and hoping that that docking is not too boring a thing to be showing on YouTube. Especially with docking alignment indicator, it's a great tool. It does make things a bit less, makes it a bit more technical. You know what I mean? Take some of the kind of. I remember back in like 0.19, that kind of era in Kerbal, when the people who were docking things were just mavericks. They didn't play by the rules, and it was awesome. All right, so it looks like what we're going to want is a 90-degree rotation, or sorry, a 270-degree rotation. It is more or less this vehicle is more or less symmetrical, but just want to kind of. All right, that should be good. All right, and we're going to engage our RCS, and here we go. And we're moving away from the target slightly. Right now we're moving towards it at 0.01, probably 0.005, but will do. Don't need to go too quickly. And I like our roll. It's a pretty good roll indication. Anything that has the whole number that you're looking for is usually a pretty good sign. Alright, so we're going to overshoot slightly. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, maybe we are. Yep. Not in the way I expected, but we definitely overshot. Alright, and oh yeah, we're looking good. And we want to come in very, very slowly, just because this is a very, very heavy module, and I do not want to risk hitting stuff with all that momentum. And boom! Nice soft docking. Very nice. Alright, and we're going to reorient the station. It's going to be a bit tricksy, but nope, wrong way. Nope, wrong way. There we go. So we want this oriented more or less like that. Alright, so that's our first fuel pod for our moon station. And as you can see, still full of fuel. Wonderful. Alrighty. Well, I've been Foxonius. This has been KSP. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care.